Well, I mentioned the family, and let's get to that aspect of this story. It's such a big part of this story. 138 people with connections to Canada on that plane. Well, the family of my next guest was on Ukraine International Airlines Flight 752. Hamed Esmaeilion's wife, Parisa, and his daughter, Rira, were among the victims. And Hamed is also the spokesperson for the Association of the Families of Flight PS752 Victims. We've reached him in Aurora, Ontario. Hamed, my condolences to you as always. It doesn't matter how many years pass. I'm sure the pain is still a big part of your life. Today, did you get any answers that perhaps eased some of that?
Thanks for having me. If you want a simple answer, no. The answer is no. It was a very, very conservative approach to what Iran did. We needed to hear more about what really happened on January 8th, and we needed to hear that this report is not plausible, but we heard otherwise. And Mrs. Fox, I asked her to tell us, is she okay with destroying the evidence? Is she okay with intimidating the witnesses? Is she okay with bulldozing the crash site? When we have had MH17 in the past, that they secured 50 square kilometers. In Lockerbie, they secured 400 square kilometers. But in Iran, what happened? 5 hours after what happened, they bulldozed the crash site. And, we are happy that we were entitled to see the wreckage of the airplane. It's not acceptable for us. Families are very disappointed, and we wanted to hear more.
Hamed, maybe we have no control here in Canada over a report that is written by Iranian investigators. And, the questions that it asked of why this happened may not be the same questions that we asked. So I can only ask you about Canada's comments, its reaction to this report. Did you hear what you needed to hear from Canada in terms of looking for more answers, of fighting for you?
I think we are alone on this, honestly. I think we and the government and the safety boards, we are going in different directions. If we can't answer this simple question that is it safe to travel to Iran, and we hesitate and we don't answer the clear no. So I think we don't really know what happened to 55 Canadian citizens. I think what we hear now is when we deal with a rogue state like Iran, which is supported by China and Russia, we have to raise our hand and walk away. That's what we get from all these reactions from our government and the safety boards.
So what do you want to hear from, not from the TSB officials, but from politicians who represent all of us in this country? What will assuage some of that pain for you?
We have asked for several things in the past 14 months. We have asked for a condemnation in ICAO, independent legal team, put IRGC in the terrorist list, Magnitsky Act on the perpetrators. We have asked to be part of the negotiation and be in the investigation. All of them were denied and were not approved. And that's why we are here now. After 15 months, no answers, no justice.
And speaking of that 15 months, how has your heart survived those 15 months, sir?
I was coming to office this morning and I was seeing children going to school. But where's my daughter now? She was supposed to be at the school in grade 5 right now. But she's in a cemetery in Elgin Mills. And this is not right. We deserve to know the truth. And I want to know what happened to my wife and my daughter. This is my right. And none of these press conferences, none of these politicians answer me. I have to beg. I have to ask all of them, do something for us. And what we have seen so far is just a passive strategy. It's very bad. It's not good for me to go work with Ukraine when I'm a Canadian citizen. And I have rights in this country. Now I have to go and ask Ukraine to take them to the International Court of Justice and take the intentionality of this attack very serious. That's the only country who believed probably that it was intentional. But in Canada, we just go passive and say, yes, it's plausible. Yeah, it's very, I don't accept that.
Hamed, I thank you for your honesty and the picture of your wife and your daughter over your shoulder. It's a beautiful picture. You be well.
Thank you.
Hamed Esmaeilion is the spokesperson for the Association of the Families of Flight PS752 Victims.